Hello, interweb, or all three people who are actually going to click on my link when I spam it, probably family members. The last time I did one of these video selfies was for the Rob Dyke channel, when I talked about my involvement in the first gay hug purported social experiment. I think I was downright nice in that one. I think I came across as relatively cheery and reasonable. I'm going to have a little bit more of a tone with this one. So I finally watched that latest viral hoax, the one about the seemingly inebriated woman walking down the streets of, I think it was LA, being randomly and inappropriately propositioned and harassed. So it turns out some of those men, or all of them, were also playing roles for what they thought was a comedic endeavor. I thought, that kind of sounds familiar. They're getting crap loads of hate. Wait, that also sounds familiar. So what I've really wanted to say to online content creators who don't have a sense of ethics, and that's not all of you. Of course, there are a lot of you who do make videos and are very truthful because you have nothing to really prove to yourselves, and that's awesome. That's authentic. But to those of you who are willing to deceive others and to achieve viral fame at others' expense, who don't seem to care about the possibility that people you dupe by false pretenses into appearing in your videos might encounter some direct or indirect violence in the future as a result, bleeping shame on you. My horse is not high enough not to wish upon you that heartwarming experience of receiving death threats for something that you didn't do for real, or that fun roller coaster ride feeling every parent adores when their kid comes home and says, I felt kind of threatened today. I was approached by random strangers who said I wasn't acting when I was, and I have nothing to prove it. Don't just blame the strangers. I mean, don't get me wrong, they are douchebags in their own right, but they are douchebags whom you have convinced of something that isn't true. Sick the dogs on us, why don't you? All for what? Because you are appealing to the masses for numbers, the lowest common denominator, people who don't understand how satire works. But if you can't get your point across without resorting to people debating whether or not your product is real or fake, you should figure out a way to make better content. And if you're hiding behind semantics or lies by omission, sorry, I think that falls under deception as well. Now, I have read a few comments to the effect of, well, they shouldn't have taken the roles if they thought they'd get backlash. Yeah, well, we did take roles to play other people, not ourselves. You should not flame Terrence Stamp for trying to kill Superman. Noticeably, there is a cast list at the end, and Terrence Stamp plays someone named General Zod. Your videos purport to show real-life people doing real-life things, and most of the time they're not, and most of the time it's inflammatory. Don't think that taking our names out of the video absolves you of any liability. Unless you're willing to take the extra step of blurring out the face or doing that cool mechanical thing with the voice, all you're doing is robbing us of the ability to defend ourselves if someone with balls actually confronts us directly. We are in an age where images and messages fly around the globe within seconds. We are real people with real feelings, and guess what? So are the people who rally behind your videos only to find out that it's either a joke or a stepping stone to your financial gain. So please do us a favor and grab some integrity.